Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP hitting $10, to me personally, sounds easy. And I haven't spoken about that level with that amount of confidence for most of the last 3.5 years. Not because I didn't think that XRP would be worth substantially more in the future. No, not at all. XRP has been my favorite cryptocurrency, as you may well be aware to this point. This is, after all, an XRP-centric channel. But if you had asked me a couple years ago, would XRP hit $10? I think I probably would have said, I think that it's possible, I don't know. Which I think is a fair and measured response. Now at this point, though, I'm thinking, and this is not a prediction, and I acknowledge absolutely, even in terms of my expectations, what I think is going to happen, I could be way off, but I have to tell you, I really suspect that XRP is going to hit at least $10. And you know what's giving me confidence about this? It's not about the fundamentals. It's not the fact that XRP is functionally being used in enterprise-grade software. It's not the fact that there are a ton of developers building on top of the ledger, that it's got global liquidity traded on hundreds of different exchanges, that it's saving some of the poorest people on the planet real money. It's functioning as a bridge currency in important corridors. I mean, there's so many reasons that you could be like, well, is this why? Is this why? Is this why? And all of those things, actually, they still matter. But that's not the reason that I suspect that XRP is going to hit at least $10 this market cycle. It's because of what the rest of the market has done. You see, it's more simple than some people want to give it credit for, but people that have been in crypto for long enough, I think you eventually at some point figure this out, though some sooner than later. The market moves in tandem. And so when I had less confidence 2 years ago about whether or not XRP would hit at least $10, that wasn't me thinking, commenting on the long-term viability of XRP or XRP in some sort of vacuum, what I think it was capable of pulling off the next market cycle. No. Again, everything moves in tandem, and I wasn't sure how inflated this market would get this market cycle. But, seeing Bitcoin where it is now, seeing Ethereum specifically where it is, and all sorts of other coins, thinking about Doge, my gosh, we've seen some crazy activity. Hell, Doge year over year was up like 22,000% before it crashed back down a bit. And so for me, just knowing that the market moves in tandem, and specifically I want to talk about this too, which I've actually been talking about this over the last few weeks, this idea of XRP, how it matched Ethereum in terms of market cap top last market cycle. My gosh, well, what the hell do you think is going to happen this time? And then so we've got this against this current backdrop of craziness in terms of recent price action, thanks to Elon Musk saying Bitcoin, nope, we're no longer accepting it as payment for our vehicles because it's an energy hog. And those are my words, but that's the message that was conveyed. And so that crashed the global crypto market, which is impressive. Good. Well, you know what? There's your little golf clap, Elon Musk. You get a golf clap there. But although you really do have that much power and that much is clear, this isn't going to matter. We're in a bull market. So I think a lot of people that recognize that are just taking advantage of dips here. Those people that want to buy anyway. I should say this too before I go further. Look, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys talking about Ripple and XRP and crypto, and that's pretty much it. It's just making YouTube videos about all this stuff here. Now, as I record this, XRP is at $1.41. Bitcoin is at $50,995. Market cap for the asset class down to $2.3 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance down to 41.14%. My friends, it has not been that low in years, and I don't mind seeing that one single little bit. And so, for those of you not in the know, I'm going to be brief on this, but you do need to know this, so I need to properly set the table. But I made a whole video talking about this, so I'm going to be as brief as possible. Elon Musk, he says no to Bitcoin. Now, Tesla, they're going to keep holding the $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin that they purchased. Well, I don't know what the current market rate is, but they, a few months ago, spent $1.5 billion purchasing Bitcoin. They're going to keep holding it, but they're not willing to sell it because it wastes too much energy to do it. So they gave themselves a pass. This is our excuse. We are going to hodl the rest of it. After they recently sold off 10% of it, mind you, claiming that they were testing liquidity. Yeah, we just want to make sure the Bitcoin blockchain worked. Yeah, it freaking works. You didn't need to test it. You just wanted to take your profits. So disingenuous. Anyway, so here's the message that Elon Musk put out here about Tesla and Bitcoin. Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel. Cryptocurrency is a good idea on many levels, and we believe it has a promising future. But this cannot come at great cost to the environment. Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, and we intend to use it for transactions as soon as mining transitions to more sustainable energy. We are also looking at other cryptocurrencies that use less than 1% of Bitcoin's energy per transaction. Well, how about that? What do you know? Might XRP fit the bill? It fits the bill from a technical perspective of what you say you're looking for, and it's one of the most liquid cryptocurrencies on the planet. That might be something, right? But my gosh. And by the way, to those that say that that Tesla didn't go through proper due diligence and find out that Bitcoin was an energy holic, no, come on. Of course they knew that. These are not stupid people. Something changed on a corporate level, and they decided, the optics of this are not very good. That's what I suspect. Of course they knew the energy. Like, you think they just all willy-nilly put $1.5 billion into Bitcoin a few months ago? No, they're aware of all these facts. They just decided the optics are no longer good for whatever reason. We don't know why. We're not privy to that insider information. And now that has changed. So it will be interesting to see the fallout as a result of all of this. Now, and this is funny too. I don't want to deprive you of this because it's hilarious. Somebody named Ryan Mack, who I think works for BuzzFeed News, retweeted that, or shared that screen grab anyway from the Elon Musk tweet, and wrote the following, which I love. The funniest thing about this is that companies like Square spun up large marketing efforts to try and convince people this wasn't the case, and Musk just busts through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man. I gotta laugh. I was laughing at that for a while. He's just like, oh yeah. Oh no, no Bitcoin. I don't know. I had fun with it. Anyway, but yeah, it's true. So the Bitcoin maximalists, they like to pretend like this is not a thing. Oh, energy's fine. It's gonna spur like all sorts of development of renewable energy, this or that. I'm just like, okay, yeah, at the current expense of the environment. So like, what is your argument? Now, Chris Larson, who is a co-founder of Ripple and executive chairman, retweeted that about the Kool-Aid Man. He did. He really did. And he wrote, "Incredible move by Elon Musk. Hope Bitcoiners follow this lead." And yeah, you hope, but they won't. They won't. Their bags are too heavy, right? And then Craig DeWitt, a Ripple employee, tweeted out, "Anyone else think an energy-efficient, scary-fast, low-cost crypto might be a good idea? #XRP." No kidding. And then David Schwartz, who is Ripple's CTO and co-creator of the XRP ledger, responded to that and wrote, "It never fails. Every time I offer something amazing." And then he shared this GIF that says, "Nah, I'm good." No. Who would be interested in XRP, right? And by the way, I have to mention this too. This is amazing that this really happened. Props to Crypto Bull 2020 on Twitter for catching this. Yeah, this really happened. Tesla shares closed at $589 today. The day Elon Musk announced that Bitcoin was useless for payments. You can't make that up. #XRP. You can't make that up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about in terms of 589, I really don't want to explain it in this video. Just Google XRP 589. If you see stuff about a cartoon bear, unfortunately, that is what I'm talking about. Just, there's some fringe members of the XRP community that thought that, now I'm explaining, that thought that effectively David Schwartz and others were offering riddles as to the truth of when XRP would moon so that you can have Lambo. It's pure nonsense. It's crazy to me that there were actual humans on the planet in the XRP community that believe that nonsense. But it's just a small percentage of the XRP community, very fringe. But still, people are aware of that 589, because that was the riddle. It was going to $589 by the end of the year 2018. That sure didn't happen. It was silliness. But okay, so now I've explained it, whatever. But anyway, the Tesla, on the day where they're talking about how energy inefficient Bitcoin is, well, and clearly XRP, that would do the job. But here you are. Here you are, Tesla down to $589. Craziness. So there's this article from News BTC. Technical analysis. Bitcoin nosedives $10,000, here's why recovery could face hurdles. And of course, it wasn't just Bitcoin that tanked. The entire market went down today. If you just look, Bitcoin, it's because of what Elon Musk said, Bitcoin went down and then everything else followed along with it. But don't forget, we're still in a bull market. And so I don't want to read through this article, but I did want to just mention here, and they cite it pretty well. As far as why a recovery could face hurdles, it just has to do with resistance levels, but still that's in the short term. In terms of big picture, absolutely, the macro trend is we're still in a bull market, and this little thing, people are just going to take advantage of this as a buying opportunity that want to, and all the people that sold, as soon as the market goes back up, they're going to be feeling pretty stupid, but this is just how humans behave. It's emotional buying and selling. It is not about fundamentals, which is why I've also been saying effectively for some time, if you want to do well in these markets, you don't have to be super smart. You don't have to be able to analyze the fundamentals of a cryptocurrency better than others and understand the potential for long-term viability than the smartest people on the planet. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is be able to control your emotions better than everyone else, and you're good. That's it. All you have to do is control your emotions, because all of these emotion-based jostulations have nothing to do with fundamentals and have nothing to do with long-term viability. We're in a bull market. Do you think it's going to go up as a result of that or not? And so whatever you feel in the short term, if you felt scary stuff today, well, I'll tell you what I didn't. I had a great day. I had fun just kind of chuckling about all the stuff with Elon Musk and Bitcoin and how the maxis are crying curled up in balls. And so it's everything is fine. Everything is right in the world. Here is a tweet from my fellow XRP YouTuber, Blockchain Backer. We are watching a panic sale right now, but Elon Musk just made a massive advertisement for energy-efficient cryptocurrencies. Will be interesting to see this unfold once the market digests. Yeah, exactly. I'm really looking forward to seeing how narratives will shift, even if just a little bit, as a result of all of this happening. To me, it's like one more reason to obviously support XRP, though, because it fits the bill of what they're saying they want. Other than, obviously, you're going to have clarity legally in the United States. I understand that. But outside of that, yeah, of course, it certainly fits the bill right now for what Tesla claims that they're looking for. So in terms of XRP hitting that $10 level, which, again, I can't imagine it wouldn't. So a couple things. The Blockchain Backer today, he made a video in which he was talking about something that I have been saying for weeks. I've been comparing in multiple videos for weeks now, previous market cap highs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP specifically. And I've noted that Bitcoin last market cycle, when it got to $20,000, it had a $380 billion market cap at its peak, roughly. I'm using round numbers here, so just don't hold me exactly to this, but it's about right. Ethereum, when it ran up to $1,400 or $1,500, it had a market cap of somewhere in the neighborhood of like $170, $180 billion at its peak. That was Ethereum. So about half of Bitcoin, a little less probably than Bitcoin's peak for last market cycle. XRP at $4, it effectively did the same thing as Ethereum. Its peak market cap was somewhere in the neighborhood of $170 to $180 billion, also a little less than half of what Bitcoin hit last market cycle. And so I've made the point. I said, look, if you want to know whether or not XRP is going to hit $10 for sure, yeah, fine. You have to let time pass. And I'm not predicting this because there's no way I could know this for sure. I'm not 100% confident. I'm just talking about with you what I suspect will happen now that we've seen how things have unfolded for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum, as I recorded or at least as I looked earlier, it was, well, I won't look at it. It doesn't matter. It was around, the market cap was about $460 billion for Ethereum. And then what would XRP be right now? It's way lower. $64.7 billion. Way less. So again, Ethereum, 464. Yeah, I just looked at it, fine. Ethereum, $464 billion. XRP at $65 billion. So the point that I made, and Blockchain Backer said it in his video today, or well, technically yesterday. As I record this, it's 12:32 a.m., so it's now the 13th. And I'm in the Midwest in the United States, so that's Central Standard Time. So technically it was yesterday, but I record videos at weird times. But the point that I'd been making, which he did make today, is like, look, previously XRP matched Ethereum last market cycle. If it does the same thing, and he made clear in his video he does think that it will, you will see XRP at over $10. All it has to do is match what Ethereum has already done, which is why I also started the video saying, look, I was less certain a couple years ago, but that's because I didn't know what the rest of the market is going to do. But now that I see what Bitcoin has done, what Ethereum has done, where it is right this very second, yeah, I'd be very surprised if we didn't see XRP at least $10 this market cycle, but perhaps even higher. There are all sorts of people that think that Ethereum is going to be hitting $10,000. So then if XRP matches that rather in terms of market cap, then you'd be looking at what? Over $20 XRP? And so it's an if, but if Ethereum goes that high, I'd be surprised if XRP didn't. And they don't go off at the same times. Last market cycle, Ethereum went off way sooner than XRP did. But, then Ethereum did its thing. And so that you don't expect it to line up down to the second, the minute, the hour, the day, the week, so on and so forth. But once this is all said and done, if you just look at whatever the peaks end up being, I think you're going to find that Ethereum and XRP are probably going to be in about the same position, but they were fighting for that number 2 position in market cap. And there was a point in last market cycle where the disparity between Ethereum's price and XRP price was about the same as what we're seeing today. And the blockchain backer pointed out that today. And he said XRP rallied last market cycle over 600% to close that gap. And if you think it can't happen this market cycle, I say you dumb be crazy, son, because this whole market moves in tandem. And look, this market rhymes with itself. It just does. So this is what I suspect will happen, and we'll see. And so again, it could go much higher than $10. I'm not pretending to know for sure. I'm just saying, look at the data that we have. Look at how humans are behaving. Look at how much money's flooding the market. If we don't hit $10, I'm surprised. It might not, and look, fine, maybe I'll be surprised then, but that's the way I'm looking at it. And then there was a tweet from Bitcoin maximalist Anthony Pompliano, who he says he's pro crypto, but really he's just pro Bitcoin. He really is anti other crypto. He's anti everything that's not Bitcoin. He just is. It's not just XRP, it's Ethereum. He's talked about it poorly about Ethereum. But here's the thing: there's not one single other cryptocurrency where he's like, yeah, that one too. So he really is the definition of a Bitcoin maximalist. I just don't think he's particularly trolly, so he's not like that. But he is an actual Bitcoin maximalist, which is interesting because in terms of the way he talks about crypto in a general sense, I tend to agree with him on the vast majority of the stuff he talks about. But where I have a strong departure, it's just this idea that there will be one coin to rule them all. No, this is not how humans are going to behave. Different people actually, let me say this. Different people and businesses have different desires and needs and wants that can be solved by cryptocurrencies. Different cryptocurrencies have different technical attributes. And different cryptocurrencies are backed by different people for geopolitical reasons and there are all sorts of other reasons as well. And for all that, it seems clear that you're not going to have one coin to rule them all because different people in life want different things. Period. There won't be one to rule them all, and it's pure silliness. And it just seems like just such a kind of unsophisticated way of looking at the world. He's not an unsophisticated guy, but my gosh, looking at the world like that, it's just astonishing to me that anybody could think that. That is not how things are going to play out here. And so he wrote, in response to the Elon stuff, he wrote, chill. Elon is not buying your S-word coin. And I filtered myself. Because there could be children's in the background somewhere. You are welcome, parents. So he's not buying your S-word coin. Okay, well, here's what the blockchain backer wrote in response to that. He wrote, he's definitely not buying Bitcoin. That's for sure. Zing. I got a kick out of that one too. All right, next here. Credible Crypto. And so another popular chart analyst, and he shared this tweet after seeing what happened with the fall in terms of price action with Elon Musk and the acknowledgement that Bitcoin's an energy hog. He wrote the following. So he's saying major cryptocurrencies. Majors are holding up absolutely beautifully on this drop. That's exactly what you want to see when you're looking to buy the dip. Loading up. And then he tagged XRP, HBAR, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Zcash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And so the people that have been in the markets for a while, they understand that this is not something to be fearful of. We are in a bull market. And I kind of feel bad for some of these people that just don't know any better. But it's their fault. Like, we're all adults and there's such a thing as personal responsibility. But they put money in this space. The market drops and they're afraid that is an indication. Oh my gosh, it's all over. I better get my money out there. The prices will never be higher than what they are. They're stacking and it's crashing. And then Eventually, things bottom out, and then it goes back to the upside. And I get it's emotions, and unfortunately, these are normal people. Like this is like if you're, in fact, if emotionally you don't get bothered, you're not normal. so I'm not like it's just unfortunate. It's like I'm sympathetic, but it's so ridiculous, and you've got to educate yourself if you're going to jump into the most volatile asset class on the entire planet, which is what this is. It just is. Leb Crypto, and he wrote this tweet before the news from Elon Musk, but it's still true now, just as it was before the Elon Musk news, and he wrote the following. And it was after some analysis, which I'm not going to cover because at this point, it's all the short-term stuff's thrown off as a result of this very clearly. I mean, global markets just reacted like crazy from one guy saying that. And I get it, it's Tesla too, but still, just Elon Musk tweeted it out. And so, Lub Crypto, he wrote, this is short-term analysis. We are still in a bull market. Any dips are for buying. And so, look, perhaps we wouldn't have seen a dip down to these levels that we've seen today. Or, well, okay, technically yesterday because it's after midnight for me at least. But here we are. And so there are people that are going to recognize this for what it is and just take advantage of it. Here's another chart analyst, Kaleo, who has 288,000 followers. He's becoming increasingly popular. And he wrote the following about Bitcoin. Looks like we're finally getting that low $40,000 retest. What Tesla giveth, Tesla taketh away. Nothing has changed big picture. $100,000 plus is still programmed. And so, again, it's another indication we are in a bull market. People that understand this and understand the historical context of what's going on, what has gone on, not panicking. In a bull market, right now, this second drops. Nothing goes up in a straight line forever, especially if Elon spooks the market. There you go. This should not be surprising anybody. Here's a tweet from another chart analyst, DIY Investing. Bitcoin maxis in disbelief, LOL. I hear altcoins are energy efficient. Did someone say XRP to 589? Well, I did. That's funny. And then there was this from Murphy, another chart analyst who wrote, my net worth has been on a roller coaster these past few hours. Yeah. Mine too, buddy. Mine too. I got to heart that one. If you're in crypto, then yours is too. Maybe not that much if you don't have a substantial portion of your net worth invested in crypto, but still, everybody's been going on the roller coaster ride if you're in this crypto asset class to any degree. But yeah, it's really something here. So look, this will rebound. I don't know exactly how long it'll take. Maybe it'll be tomorrow or 2 days or whatever it takes. I'm not a chart analyst, but whatever it takes, it's coming back, and we will blast off even higher. We're just not to the top of this market cycle. This bubble's going to inflate a lot more, I think, before things come crashing back down. And so let's learn together. Will XRP hit $10? I don't know. There's way more money on the planet than there needs to be for it to hit that. That's for damn sure. And given what I've seen from from the rest of the asset class, that's what gives me confidence. It's not all of the awesome fundamentals, and the fundamentals about XRP are awesome. It's just that the market moves in tandem and the rest of the market is taking off like this. And if you think XRP isn't going to be a part of that, son, you done lost your damn mind. That's what Moon Lambo says. But I'll wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.